computer science dropout. He's Chinese, so it was like brought his parents to tears that there was the dropout part. But he ended up doing just fine. He dropped out when he was 18 years old of college and became a professional poker player, and then made millions of dollars playing poker using statistics. So I think he did all right. He bought himself an Aston Martin when he turned 19. So, you know, if you're like really good at statistics or something like that, again, like just skip college completely and just, you know, go make millions of dollars. So I met him and I was like, all right, this guy's really smart. And once you start meeting a lot of people, you can quickly realize who you want to work with and who you don't. Within 45 minutes of talking with him, I was like, yes, let's start a company. And then we kind of just decided, yes, in digital displays. Digital displays is super outdated. All these displays in the world, why is it that they show us content that we don't care about? Let's turn these displays that we see in businesses into smart displays that it's like Minority Report. They show us the content we want. They recognize who we are, and all the displays are interactive. Let's start building that. And this was literally the week of graduation. And I was like, all right, I'm going to take a U-Haul down and I'm going to move to LA and we're going to start this company together. But of course, we needed some more people to join. And so right after I met him, he was on a plane back to LA because he flew up to Berkeley to meet with me. Then he went on the plane, and he also, I always realize, talented people will always look for other talented people no matter what situation they are in. So he's on a plane, and he sits next to a guy named Zach Spitolsky. And they start talking. David's like, oh yeah, I made millions of dollars playing poker. Now I found a co-founder, we're going to start a company. And Zach is like, oh, cool. I'm about to go into my senior year at UCLA. I built 2 of the top 10 most downloaded education apps in the App Store. And David's like, cool, we could use a designer. Do you want to join the company? And Zach is like, sure, I'll drop out and I'll join the company. So by the end of the plane, right, we had our 3rd co-founder. He goes home and tells his college roommate at UCLA, hey, I'm going to drop out of school, met this guy on the plane. Yeah, we're going to start a company. His roommate, Alex, is like, you are crazy. I want to join too. So we had our 4th co-founder, and we started the company in Koreatown, in this 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment in Koreatown. Because when you start anything, you have to just be okay to just rough it out for a little bit. And so it was me, and then we brought on board a couple other engineers, me and 6 dudes in this tiny little apartment with no air conditioning and an ant infestation because we had so much cereal laying around. That was like our meal, cereal and ramen. But we started the company, and we started getting customers. And all of us were either recent college dropouts or recent college grads. Actually, I think I was the only one. So mostly college dropouts, and we started the company from there. And after a year, I went, and again, I knew nobody in LA. I started going out, meeting as many people as possible to raise money after we had customers and revenue. And so some of the investors we got were the former CEO of Yahoo, the co-founder of Oak Tree Capital, and then I, of course, went to where I interned, Goldman Sachs, and got some of the heads of Goldman Sachs to invest, which is to say, again, always be thoughtful of the people you meet and always maintain the relationships throughout. And then so, of course, then we upgraded naturally from an apartment to a house. And so we lived and worked out of a house then for another subsequent year where we literally packed in like 13 people living in the house. I don't know if that like violated any housing rules, but again, we were like 22, so we could probably get away with it, and we did. And then, of course, finally now we're in Culver City. We have a large office. We've got offices in Australia, Japan, and UK. But again, it all started with us, right? All of us, my co-founders, we all started companies in college. And not only that, but all of us actually started organizations and were really active in high school. The earlier that you're able to start, the easier it is. And there are some times where nights are like this for me, where it's literally 2 a.m. and I'm at the office, and that's going to happen. If you want to accomplish anything, there are sacrifices that have to be made, and it's really hard work. and you have to accept that. Anyone who wants to do something really, really incredible, in order to accomplish it, that means you just have to make these, do these things that other people don't. That's why there are people who can get as far as they have. It's because they've done things that other people weren't willing to put in the work for. But at the end of the day, it's all super fun, because when you get to build things or you want to do anything great in college, even if you don't succeed, that's not the point. The point is to have the experience of doing it. And especially in college, if you started 10 companies in college and they all fail, after you graduate college, that's called a success. You started 10 companies. It doesn't matter if they worked out or not. So the last thing I want to leave all of you young folks with is, if you know that you could do anything and it would succeed, what would you choose to do? Because know that it is possible. I would have never thought that I'd start a biotech company and a software company, or let alone running 2 companies at the same time. But I had decided that in high school, I realized I came from nothing. The worst that could happen is that I'd have to live at home again. And that's not too bad. You being here tonight, you are already so far ahead of everyone else in the world that you literally can do anything you want. Anything is possible. I think about my cousins who are in China, in rural China, where they never had an opportunity to even go to high school still, where they don't have running water where they live. It's pretty crazy. It reminded me of how much opportunity that I do have and how much opportunity you have. So whatever you choose to do, know that you will succeed at it, and then just go and do it. Thanks.
Well, thank you so much. I think I want to be reincarnated and come back and start my college all over again. See, if you don't start a company in high school, you end up being like me. You end up being a politician.